Let's get things kicked off here with mono black Coffers. Trellon, again, thank you so much for the raid. We do enjoy ourselves a black Coffers list. So I do want to say that I think I wouldn't say it's a fan favorite, but it's definitely up there in the collection of ones that people like to watch. So we're going to take a recent challenge Trellon list. Profane tutors, relics to cantrip and take care of the graveyard. We got things for removal like Fatal Pushes and Bloodchief's Thirst, ways to dig with Night's Whispers and Invoke Despair, and really we're just trying to go eventually over the top with something like Karn, and then just the options that we have from the sideboard in order to just lock our opponents down. One thing that's interesting in lists that I've played for this variation of lists is that usually we have something like maybe an expedition map or another way to search for lands, because finding what you need in terms of your coffers sometimes can be difficult. We do have the demolition field, essentially a version of a field of ruin, as I was explained to earlier on. And yeah, I think we're good. Let's make it happen. The 8 ruin effects is very close to the whole concept of that whole. We have Beseiju and we have Ghost Quarters and Ren and 6 and Azusa that we tried to do. It's very, very similar, because mana bases are exceedingly greedy these days. Being that they're exceedingly greedy, you can usually wipe them out of basics. I like Mazemind Tome personally over Night's Whisper. We're going to try the Night's Whisper because that's what was in here. The thing that's kind of nice there is you draw 2 cards instead of 1, but the loss of life can be a little bit rough. And usually this list has enough mana that you're going to be drawing 2 cards with your Mazemind Tome, if not more. Night's Whisper is a little more immediate. Modern seems to have sped up a little bit, and it's relative to the last time I played. So I can see where Night's Whisper is maybe a little more interesting to play, that it kind of gets you your results faster. But I think I would personally play Mazemind's Tome. Now, we did see an uptick in Tron. If Tron is upticking truly, and it's not just happens to be lucky that I ran into a few recently, then avoiding Karn the Great Creator with your Night's Whisper is definitely a better play than playing a Mazemind Tome that gets locked down by things. The other thing is there's enough prismatic endings and there's probably a Leyline of Binding that the Mazemind Tome is likely to be hit by something, and you won't get those multiple draws, where Night's Whisper, it gets to do the draws. So those are like your pros and cons, and I think it just comes down to what's happening. If the meta's not super fast, that 2 loss of life is okay, but you're avoiding some of these other things that could ruin the Mazemind Tome, go that route. I could see like throw 1 in replace of the Night's Whisper, and then like Karn cycling that through. That makes the game exceedingly long, but it can become really grindy. So I can see the benefit of the Night's Whisper, but I would personally do Mazemind Tome. I do Mazemind Tome and keep losing and insist that it's okay. And then, whatever. What the heck? What are you daytime streamers doing? Assuming it's a streamer. Daytime players. There we go. Kiruga. What am I playing against? Guess I'll lead with an Urborg. So your starting deck contains only cards with mana value 3 or greater. Triumph. Windswept Heath. We got lots of colors over there. Let's do Field of Ruin. Pass the turn. Calibrated Blast? That's true. It could be Calibrated Blast. I mean, I think you would just not play Kiruga if you were playing Calibrated Blast, because you just don't want them to know. Elementals? Then why not play the Elemental companion? All right. Fire and Ice. Just F6 through this turn. I mean, if you're playing the Risen Reefs and other things like that, it's very rare that you need to worry about it. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a cool hippo. I'll give you that. I've played the cool hippo with one other person. It didn't work for us. And it's Teferi. There's a good reason not to be playing Profane Tutor. All right, taking a kind of a peek at what the heck I have in the sideboard here for this matchup. Cityscape Leveler is this newer card that I haven't played a lot, but that will do some damage. Don't really know what I would name with Stone Brain right now. Sundering Titan is obviously very, very good. New stream times? Sort of. Sort of. I guess I'm just going to pass the turn. Actually, let's go ahead and suspend. Could blow up a land, and they get a basic. Okay, they draw. I'm looking at this Invoke Despair as something that I could do to get rid of, obviously, the Teferi. Maybe they play Omnath here. I mean, they have the colors for it, right? White, green, blue. There's a Risen Reef. Okay, maybe it is Elementals. Wow. I think I'm more shocked than anything, if that's the case. All right, I'm going to just, I think I have enough mana to do Invoke Despair, right? Let's do an Invoke Despair. Leaves me with March or Blood Chief's Thirst. Then we'll just pass. The next turn I can do something with Karn. Okay, okay. Pretty confident that I should be able to handle whatever they play out here. There's Omnath. That's fine. That's fine. They got a fetch land. They can play a land and fetch. They can do a lot of things now. Okay. Fetching. More mana. It'd be kind of nice to top deck a Damnation, because this list is going to be heavy on the creatures, clearly. New Teferi. Just upticks. And is that the turn? That is the turn. Okay. All right, how much are we making? I like to make the game added up for me. 8, I have 9. So if I do 4, I have 5 left over. Use 3, kill this, march here. I don't think I hate this. So I have a Profane Tutor coming off. And I'd like to be able to... Oh no, the Profane Tutor failed to come off. That was supposed to happen this turn. This works. I have 2 Karns, kind of keep the board clear, nothing crazy going on. Just make my opponent keep replaying stuff. This does give me the option to potentially play Karn and Bridge and not have too many things in my hand. I have to assume there's like Leyline of Bindings or something over there. More mana. More mana. Temple Garden. This is one thing that the blacklist, the Coffers list does well, is it grinds out your opponent's resources pretty nicely. Oh my gosh, it's Teferi number 3. And they pick up a card. They're done losing the option to draw cards with this Teferi. And we have a Fable. All right. Now what? Damnation. All right, land. We make a lot of mana here. I believe it's Karn time, and I have 8 mana. I could just do the proverbial like Sundering Titan. I could go get a Stone Brain here. It's kind of interesting. Stone Brain and name Omnath. Damnation. Let's try that. Let's try that. Stone Brain. Play Stone Brain. Activate Stone Brain. And then we'll Damnation. And I'll just name, what, Omnath? I wonder what could be big here. Oh, I could name Leyline of Binding as well. I think I'm more worried about, like, more Omnaths. Locus of Creation. There's a Solitude. Not too worried about that. Okay. So we have some Elesh Norns, not worried about those. Solitudes, another Teferi, because why not? And Bindings. All right. Let's go ahead and finish them off with a Damnation and pass the turn. What was it? Solitude plus Raiding Pool? I should be able to handle this. I think there's a point where you just begin going so far over the top that you can't be beat. Most of the time. All right. The Hippo has gone to hand, and it looks like they are going to play said Hippo. We have Breeding Pool and a Solitude. Wonder if I could take them off white. I might be able to. Let's see what we can do here. So Karn, down tick, gonna go get the Sundering Titan, play the Sundering Titan, and let's blow up some lands. White, 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 white. Looks good. There we go. Take out most of the green as well. We can play this relic. We can pop the relic probably. We'll wait on popping it and pass turn. All right, this looks good. And then I can get the city one that blows up stuff as well. Cityscape Leveler. Taps down good old Sundering Titan. So I won't be able to go with the Karn to get that. That's okay, though. That's okay. We'll manage. We'll crack relic at end step here. Bam. Draw a card. A swamp. Okay. Untap, draw our card. Another Coffers. Let's go ahead and hit the Steam Vents. I've seen a lot of basics already from them. I'm not expecting them to have another basic. Let's play Coffers down. Let's attack with Sundering Titan towards Teferi. I'm at 24. Opponent's at 15. We're in a good spot. I don't see us losing this. Not easily, at least. Okay. What fireball stand-in does this version have? I don't think it had a fireball version. It doesn't even have it in the sideboard in the form of a walking ballista. So nothing. Nothing, Last God. We're just strictly agonizing our opponents and wiping them of all that is rough for them. My opponent's going to give me my Karn back. That's interesting. It was... Oh, okay, they're going to kill my Karn. Okay. That's clever. Godless Shrine. If they get rid of this, then I just need to top deck something, but they'll be out of resources here, right? Binding. Sundering Titan. Eliminate the rest of their stuff here. Okay. I need an answer for Hippo. I've got a lot of answers for Hippo. I just got to find an answer for Hippo. They're Marshall Karuga for $1 billion. Well, if we do that, they might Solitude it. All right, opponent's got a Windswept Heath. I can't really hit that with the field. Down to 19, looking for an answer. That is not an answer. What's up, Alias? How's it going? How's it going? All right, going 19 to 14. Hippo's hitting us. Opponent entered cleanup step as well. There we go. Play this. Do I draw? I probably do. A little bit painful. There we go. Gas with kicker. Destroy. Nice. We're good now. Looking fancy. We're at 11. And we have the castle now. So now we can take some chances to draw cards. This is a great example of where like Maze Mind Tome would be a little bit better here. The inevitable gaining some life, but it wouldn't hurt us. Castle's great though. There goes Elesh Norn. Land drop. Let's draw with Castle one more time here. Cool. All right, we'll pass. Probably just collect stuff until my opponent plays a creature and then annihilate the creature. Because I don't want to draw anymore with Castle. It's too painful. Opponent move to cleanup step again. Play our land and we'll pass the turn. Back and forth we go here. Ooh, a Flooded Strand. I wonder if I'm supposed to try to demolition one of these. I will now attempt to Field of Ruin one of them. Oh, they just let that go. I'll go for the other one too. I'll go for the other one too. Yeah, we caught him. I'm thinning my library here. Woo! I was planning to just get one, but I guess I'll just take both with me to the grave. All right. Oh no, Cavern of Souls. They're going to try to clock us? They don't know who I am then. We could deck, yeah, we're going to deck them before they clock us. Oh no, now they're finding lands. Oh my gosh, they shocked that in too. No fear from our opponent. All right, Relic. Fastest clicker in the West. I'm not too bad, I will say that. I'm not too bad. Where's our Emrakul? Ow. Clean up step again. Dead gone. Poof. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll invoke Despair. This draws me some cards. Gets rid of the Leyline of Binding, and guess what comes back? I have the win con. It's sitting right in front of us. Click, click. Done. Demolition. Now I'll just pass, because swinging for 7 is lethal. Although they might have Solitude. In which case, then we'll Karn and do this again. Karn, repeat, Karn, repeat, Karn, repeat. All right, kill one of my swamps. Gotta kill a swamp. I could Karn Solitude with Stone Brain and then work to get what I need from them. I'll probably have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Karn, down tick, Stone Brain, play Stone Brain, and plan to activate. Click, 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 click. All right. They gave it to us. We have a nice clean board. Naming Solitude. That way I can then go get what I need to. I could also name Leyline of Binding to prevent Karn from getting snagged up here, but my opponent can't cast Leyline of Binding, so Solitude first. Go get your creature, then kill him. 17 minutes to 15 minutes. Do we change anything? No. No is the answer. Kozilikin? Nah. No way. Maybe that's the only thing we're supposed to do. We got this. List feels relatively strong. The problem that I have with it is we have Profane Tutors. If we can get past the Profane Tutor thing, I think we'll be fine. How many people have asked about that you don't have an Archon in the list? You're the first. Because it's not my list. We could ask Trellon. Actually, I probably wouldn't play an Archon anyway. All right, Grace, I will. You take care. I probably wouldn't play an Archon, honestly. I don't see its maybe like biggest value. The Fable. Let's go ahead and remove that because it's easy to kill. Demolition Field will say something along the lines of you may search versus you must search. Let's go ahead and use our Night's Whisper and draw some cards past the turn. Draw, pass. It doesn't look like I'll get to the enchantment here with Invoke, but that's probably okay. One is search and search. I see. Okay. Good old Teferi. My opponent didn't learn their lesson, though. They went up with Teferi. That's okay. Go ahead and Blood Chief Thirst our Teferi here. I have plenty of answers for Omnath. F6 through this turn. We have... I guess I technically don't have Invoke Despair next turn, do I? Coffers doesn't make the right mana. I need an Urborg or something. I think a Damnation's our best draw here. If we get a Damnation, we clear the board, things are happy. It's going to make some extra mana here. Maybe play one more creature, Risen Reef or something like that. All right. Another Kiki. Yeah. Definitely a Damnation would be our best draw. With Urborg probably being the next best draw. Let's kill the 2 creatures. Do I care about this goblin? I don't know if I care about that much. I'm going to give them the extra mana. They have 3 cards. Most of my stuff, when it does happen, it will, for better or worse, it's just going to kind of eliminate what's on the board. So I don't feel like I need to like be the most efficient here. I also don't feel like I have to worry about how much mana they have. The more things they put on the board, the more likely I am to probably just board wipe them. Big Teferi, Elvish Norn. Again, we're looking for that damnation. Hippo went to hand. Opponent attacks. Hits for 6. All right, I can finally invoke Despair. Probably want to do that before this copies. Let's go ahead and do that so that I can draw a card here and get rid of just the Shaman. This is only 8 damage and I have a couple marches. We're getting to that territory that even though I don't have Urborg, the Cabal Coffers is going to be reasonably valuable. So his next turn is going to be killing one of these. Probably go for what, Elishnorn or something? They're going to play Hippo, right? It's going to be Hippo. Hippo. Maybe I kill Hippo. Oh, now they're drawing cards. Now they're drawing cards. Fairy. Land. Yeah. Panormonicon. I'm at 2. Risen Reeve. Yeah, I guess I need Damnation now. Okay. No Damnation. Does March get me enough? I don't think so. 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Kill. Yeah. Okay. Needed the Damnation. Okay. Do you think Kozilek might come in? We could try it over a Relic. Maybe I should do it over a Profane Tutor. My opponent's had the Teferis the whole time. All right, let's go. Coffers is a longer-winded game, that's for sure. All right. I like my mana base a lot more this time. Start with Relic, play Night's Whisper, then into Coffers. We got Urborgs. Got a second Urborg, which is not great, but it's okay. We'll manage with the second Urborg. Okay. Let's go ahead and just immediately Night's Whisper, draw some cards. Looks good. Got that Damnation now in our back pocket. Good old Raven's crime. I respect my opponent always shocking in, but we haven't seen a reason why they would shock in most of these times. Oh, ice. Got it, got it. You got it. Let's go ahead and just burn a Night's Whisper again. Pass the turn. Another Coffers would be pretty good here at this point. We do have the way to kill the Teferi if the Teferi shows up. Oh, it's Risen Reef. Well, we could kill that too. Wonder. We didn't have a 3-drop. Yeah, we don't have many 3-drops. Or what if I were to... What if I were to hit a land here? Okay, hit a land. This comes into play untapped, if I recall. Night's Whisper. It did get a Plains. Knight's Whisper. And then we'll pop Relic. They get another turn with Risen Reef. And that is okay with me. We'll get rid of this Urborg. I don't need a second one. We're just going to work up to this Karn again with this the Sundering Titan plan. I think we'll manage. Fetch Shock with this. We play Elish Norn. This is our Damnation turn now. Let's just go ahead and pop the Relic. Good old Field of Ruin. I'm gonna burn them out of cards eventually. Okay. It's a Fatal Push. Do I want to do Fatal Pushes or Damnations? Once she serves Fatal Push, then I don't have anything for Teferi. We're at 5, 6, 7 right now. Damnation is just kind of a nice way to clean up the board after the fact. Let's float all kinds of mana. Let's Damnation, and then let's use Demolition Field. And I'm going to just keep hitting white mana when I can. I know they have the one snow-covered plains, but not giving them 2 white feels really smart. All you, opponent. Looking for that second Cabal Coffers. This is a Omnath. We can pop Field of Ruin and hit the Omnath. When it plays and gains 4 life here and passes back. We're going to play a Swamp. Knight's Whisper. Invoke Despair. Draw, 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 draw. We did find the Coffers. Cool. Get rid of Swamp, Swamp. All right. Yeah, they have all 5 land types for Titan. It's nice. It's definitely a perk. Opponent found a land, Flooded Strand off the Risen Reef. We have a Fable as well. I believe I'm just going to Fatal Push again, and I think I have enough for Karn plus Sundering Titan once again. And then we can clean up anything that follows here. Damnation's pretty good. All right, good old Karn here. We're going to go get Sundering Titan. Where are you at, buddy? Sundering Titan, play Sundering Titan. Kill, 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 kill. Done. Bam. And I don't think I care about the Risen Reef enough. Pass turn. All right, board white basically done here. We can start taking over this game. Should be pretty straightforward here. I'm just going to F6. I don't see a reason why I need to cast the March here. I'd rather cast the March for a lot of mana. I got rid of the Leyline of Binding. Looking good. Think we snagged this one. We've made the game last long enough that we've generated enough mana and enough value. Once we've done that, and we just go into kind of the whole overdrive of this is just how we're going to end our opponents and stuff. Okay, they've evoked this. We're killing here. Gonna get rid of their stuff. Oh look, I got rid of a swamp in a forest. Not too concerned about anything showing up here in terms of lands. The fact that that has now been exiled, I can go get it again with Karn. Let's go ahead and make sure I keep my Karn around here. We'll go ahead and just hit this. It's a 1/1. Might as well get it cleared, play Karn, get rid of the Flooded Strand, and then smash them. Then smash them. I could get that City Leveler, but why do that when you have this cool Sundering Titan? I'll hit your swamp. I'll hit your swamp opponent. I could probably play a lot more here with maybe going for castle and something else. Let's not get greedy. Okay, uptick. Land drop. Let me see if they have a different land for me. I'm sure they do. Let's go ahead and hit this. We'll just attack, pass turn, not worry about castle again. Next turn we win. All plays no swamps in their list and has more swamps. There are a lot of swamps that are being just evaporated. Going to 2. Has a triome. And we get the match. There you go. Good old Coffers. Just does what it does. It goes over the top. Let's go. Next match. Over the top. Plays. Just tries to make that game very long. Once the game goes very long, you're good to go. All right, Alias. I may not be because I'm going to raid Evan, and then I was going to take the evening to do some check-ins and stuff like that for whatever I need to. But we were going to do about 4 or 5 hours here, day stream. And after I get kind of the schedule and the momentum going, I'll probably know how long I can actually go during the day when I do. I'll need off days to do some training and other things as well. So. Last God. The plan is to raid him. I mean, if he's not live when I go off, you know. This is going well though. We've kind of played a smattering of lists as we've gone here. This will be good for YouTube folks, getting kind of a smattering, and it's getting us kind of warmed back up, getting our mechanics down in Magic. Definitely can tell I'm rusty and out of practice. Like you said, Last God, we might like end most streams with maybe an hour of Marvel Snap too. As a wind down. It's never a bad thing. Let's try without this damnation. I've run into quite a few graveyard strategies lately. Let's do relics here. Nice. Can I have my damnation back? Thank you. Could kill that. This deck is a little bit different. I don't think I have the link anymore. Or is it friend from yesterday? I don't remember. I don't remember. If they go to tap this down or do something with it, I'm going to pop the relic. We're just wanting to profane tutor ASAP, pass the turn, find that damnation, clear the board. It's a pretty typical Coffers list. It's on MTG top 8. Let me see if I can find it for you. Challenge? Not that challenge. It was a challenge by Trellon. Challenge? Yeah, I don't know where it is. Sorry. Someone linked it to me and I downloaded it. Oh. History tab. Bam. Found it, because I know how to work a computer. No, I took it straight as is. Straight as is. Let's make sure they exile a card from their graveyard. All right, Profane Tutor. You're almost here. Am I a computer wizard? I'm a computer something. All right, let's draw with this relic. I don't think the graveyard's going to matter too much here. Ooh, little coffers. Little coffers. Ooh, coffers. Little coffers. All right, pass turn. I think we're about to turn the tide here. I ran my first Python script on a server yesterday. I feel like a cool hacker. Nice. Nice. I need to pick up a little bit more Python. I dabble in it depending on what's going on, but I probably should do a bit more. I had to write a HTML like coding JSON parser thing, and that was my hello world, and I probably should get a few mechanics down before trying to do crazy hello worlds. All right, my opponent's going to basically dockhand Cabal Coffers, not knowing I'm going to have 1,000 coffers here. That's okay. It's good for them to try. The tough thing here is I have some Mutavaults that I have to deal with. Maybe they have a Force of Negation. No. All right. How are we going to do this? Because those Mutavaults could be a little bit of a problem. I have a March to deal with one. I could Demolition one as well. I think it's just Damnation. Let's just not be crazy about it. Let's get the Damnation. Let's play new Coffers. Let's do this and Damnation the board. No, forces. Okay, it's fine. If you have any coding background at all, Python is easy. Oh, yeah. I have 5 coding background. I'm always told that. And anytime I have to look at Python, it all makes sense. I don't know the syntax off the top of my little tiny brain. It's completely schizophrenic. It's not heavily typed, right? That's the big thing with Python. It's not a super structured typed language, making it a little bit chaotic when you're reading it. All right, Tide Shaper, kicks, taps the Cabal Coffers. My opponent's just going to stop me from doing all these, aren't they? Let's float some cool mana here. And let's nail Tide Shaper. Then we'll play a castle, and then we'll hopefully get to invoke Despair. We gained a little bit of life, not as much as I would like to. That's actually a really good draw here. Let's go ahead and Blood Chief search the dockhand, and now we'll have infinite mana. Opponent has 1 card. We've burned them down to the core of having nothing, and we are about to take over. The typing is in Python is to make it minimal amount of keystrokes, from what I remember. It's just how it is. All right, we get hit for 4. We're at 10. Opponent's at 19. And now we are going to make them pay. That is a tempting card to start with, actually. Let's attempt to start with this card. See if I can get them to use the Aether Vial. And then I'll know if I need something else. Okay. I have 5 mana here. I'm just going to go up with Karn. Aether Vial is a bit of a dud here. We'll invoke Despair, kill the Trickster, draw some cards, and we'll be set up, I think, for next turn. Cool. Yeah, I don't know R, but I'm pretty sure I could pick up because R is a functional language, and I have some functional language background as well. R is definitely something that I should dabble in. Python and R, just lock those into my brain. What's up, Bunny? How's it going? I know we're quite capable of it. It's one of those, like, if you do 1 week of it, you usually start picking up super fast. All right, we win the first one against Merfolk because we have all of the control against creatures in the form of Fatal Pushes and Bloodchief's Thirst, Damnations, Invoke, and March. And you know what that means? Hit the submit button. We're going back to town. It's going all right, Bunny. It's going all right. We are managing. I don't know if you've heard my news and stuff like that. Look, it's the light's on like normal, but under it's sunny. It's not dark. All right, this hand looks good. Urborg, Cabal, Coffers, Swamp, draw, search for what we need. Karn to stop Aether Vials. All right, what did I say? Oh, Swamp, Relic, go. Aether Vial going up here. If they're just on Aether Vial, that's going to be bad. I hopefully have an opponent that has a few lands here. It doesn't look like that, so we're going to get some good value out of probably this Profane Tutor and Karn. Just going to pass the turn back and forth. This is going to be a quick game, I think. Good for Coffers because Coffer games can go long. Pauper is a weird format. All right, opponent's got this Dock Hand again. We got to deal with this card. I think we'll manage being able to deal with this card. What I'll probably do is play Coffers as one of the last things that I do. If I can play Coffers as one of the last things I do, I'll probably avoid the Dock Hand tapping it down for a turn and being able to use it for maximum value. Membaria, thank you for the follow. The lands and creatures kind of suck, hard and Pauper, but the spells are pretty great. Oh, they're solid. They're solid spells and stuff. Tideshaper tapping down Urborg now makes things a little bit more awkward. Profane Tutor. Getting close to going off here. Let's Night's Whisper. This is a good example where Night's Whisper might actually be a little bit more beneficial. Drawing these cards. Hex. Catcher. They're going to stop this? They did. All right. That's fine. I don't quite grab as much here, but I'm going to grab one with the Relic here in a moment. Pauper is awesome as a break from Modern. Spreading Seas are Swamp. We're kind of becoming mono blue. All right, hit us for 4. Let's go ahead and draw with Relic. Profane Tutor going off. Okay, I think with Profane Tutor, I'm still going and getting a Damnation here. I have the ability to Bloodchief's Thirst the Tideshaper, unlocking my Urborg. So let's go ahead and do that and set things up for a nice Coffers Damnation style turn in the next 1 or 2 goes. Are they going to save this? No, they just draw a card. That's fine. We're doing A-okay. Opponent's got about 4 damage they can hit us with. Bringing in a 3-drop. Our indestructible one. Boot up a Mutavault here. Okay. Hits for 7. That's half my life total. I'm guessing I'm going to have to do a Damnation here. So I have 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and Damnation. They can sacrifice some stuff in order to make me tap out. But if they do that, this could die as well. Okay. Play our land here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess if they have exactly something that's a Lord effect, we're kind of toast here. Spreading Seas my Urborg. Okay. I have a lot less swamps now. Plays another Mutavault. Boots up the one Mutavault. Hits me for 5. Draws a card. Gonna play nothing here. All right. They got us in game 2. We got to go to game 3. Gotta go to game 3. No changes, it appears. Let's go. Wait, should the seas work on Urborg? What do you mean by should it work on Urborg? It changes it to an island. On other things, there'll be swamps as well. Yeah, what Last God said. All right, let's keep this hand. Got a couple ways to get rid of Mutavaults. Those were a problem this last time. Okay, opponent moles to 6, moles to 5. That's good for us. Okay. We'll put the swamp down. I gotta do Knight's Whisper probably anyway, pretty quickly. Obviously, they can Spreading Seas me and stuff like that. We'll wait to do Urborg at a later time. We attempted Knight's Whisper. Opponent's got a Flusterstorm. All right. No worries. We don't have to pay for this. No drawing cards. There's a Mutavault. I'll happily get rid of that. Spreading Seas my swamp. Let's go ahead and Demolition. We'll work on getting more swamps here. I just don't want them to have the Mutavault. Yep, it gives them more blue to work with. I'm kind of okay with that, though. We can manage most things they can play right now. And I might as well use some fields and demolition fields and stuff like that to get my mana base nice and swampy. Nice and swampy. Spreading Seas. We're playing mono blue Tron. That's what we're doing here. All right, Karn. Does Karn resolve? I'm gonna go get something with Karn. The question is what? I'm kind of tempted to just get a liquid metal coating at this point and play this game with them. I'm just gonna start taking their islands. If they're gonna do this to me, I'm gonna do this to them. This 3/4 we can most certainly kill here. Oh, I could have EE'd on 2. How do we want to do this? I have an Urborg. I'll have Island, right? and swamp when I play this. All right. You can see it's a swamp and an island now. It's an underground sea. Cast with kicker. 1, 2, 3. Helps to play a little more of the black. If I do it with the kicker here. What if I march one thing here? March and pitch. March. Let's do... Let's do a Night's Whisper to start things off. Okay. Now let's march here, pitching march. X is currently 3, X is currently 4. That should kill that. And then let's go get our Sundering Titan because I have a Coffers in hand. As long as they don't touch the Urborg here. If they touch the Urborg, then we'll work on this. Silvergill Adept. Okay. Master of the Pearl Trident. Plays Master of the Pearl Trident. There's a bunch of 2-drops now. Coffers. Make the manas. 7, 8. Sundering Titan. That'll kill 2 things. 1, 2. Done. Play out a relic. Make a relic a blocker. And pass a turn. All right. Got some blockers. That's good. Karn's there. Liquid Metal Coating's coming down next turn. 2 relics to use. I'm feeling pretty good. These do have Island Walk, so I could have killed like my Spreading Seas, I suppose. I don't have blockers. You're right. Island Walk. It's fine. This is fine. Oh, it's definitely fine now. Invoke, Despair, kill 1 Spreading Seas and 1 Silvergill Adept. Oh, Master. Okay. Let's kill the other Master. Let's swing 7. Let's pass turn. And we picked up a Karn Great Creator. I have 1 swamp if they were to nail their Urborg here with the Spreading Seas. I have to imagine this stuff is now going to stay back on defense. Nope. Tax for 3. You got it, opponent. Ooh, extra Coffers. All right. Karn. Downtick. Yes. Cityscape Leveler. Bam. Destroy. Boom. I'm not even worried about the Spreading Seas. We're good. We're good. Over the top. What Black Coffers does. Play cards, play cards, play cards. Get the mana. Win the game. Good against creatures. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep finding those creature decks, which I think there's a lot of those out there. There's a lot of creature decks. They are everywhere. Coffers is a version of Tron. It is very much very close to that, for sure. I'll let this queue up. I'll be right back. We found an opponent again. I'm back in time though. They haven't accepted my invitation for a match. Mulligan this. One landers are not good with this list. This is a much better hand. Opponent mulliganed as well. Maybe I don't need 2 Bloodchief Thirst. I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna use 1 because I'm gonna do the Night's Whisper. See how it plays out here. Looks like it may work. This could be Rhinos. Still could be Rhinos. Let's go ahead and Night's Whisper here. Draw some cards. Pass the turn. Just kidding. Got Spell Pierced. That's definitely not Rhino's tech. Scalding Tarn. Let's go ahead and just, without really thinking here, blast the Triome away. It is gone. Oh, they went and got a mountain. A mountain, interesting. I did not expect a mountain here. Not with the Triome. Okay, we have the Lounge. I'm trying to remember what list was playing all these colors last time. Creativity? You're probably right. Dang creativity. Curse you, creativity. Definitely creativity. All right, it's definitely creativity. In other words, we're doomed. Creativity is the bane of our existence on this channel. We struggle immensely with it. Dwarven Mine. Teferi. I'm going to play around another Spell Pierce. So now I have the Invoke Despair here. Gets rid of a Teferi. Let's see what we can do about this, though. I don't have an instant speed way to get rid of a dwarf if it shows back up. Now I do. Never mind. I'm good. I'm good. We can kill the dwarf. Woo! Doom and gloom up in the room. Now we're good now. Despair has been invoked for them. Please tap this Lounge. Please tap this Lounge. I mean, I have to try it, right? And if they have the Spell Pierce, they do, but then I have just ways to get rid of the Archon. It's got to be okay. It's manageable. We'll get rid of the Bloodchief's Thirst here because I'm just going to invoke Despair and annihilate the Archon here. Boom, annihilated. Purple Mist. Purple Mist. Profane Tutor, pass turn. Now I'm guessing I want Karn the Great Creator and our Very favorite. No! Teferi, you jerk. We can kill Teferi. Steam Vents. Okay, Profane Tutor 1 tick down. All right, let's go ahead. Cast with Kicker, kill Teferi. That'll be step 1. Step 2, Relic. Step 3, I don't know if I use this Relic, actually. I think I wait on using the Relic. I'm going to hold on to the Urborg for obvious Archon pitches. If they get 2 things, not great, but then I can go get with the Profane Tutor whatever I need. Cycles a Savia Triome. Opponent's digging. By the way, their avatar is really cool. The Spell Dancer. Very cool avatar there. And I have the graveyard checked for this Archon that's sitting down here, which is a great feeling. I love having things all covered. It's got to be Karn though, right? 4, 5, 6. This is 6, 7, 8. 1 float. Opponent puts a Stomping Ground in and shocks it. Ren and 6s. That is their green mana. Picks up the Savia Triome. Cycles this Triome. I think I'm still getting Sundering Titan. Profane Tutor Karn. So cast. I'm going to get Karn. Maybe I'll top deck out another Cabal Coffers. All right, so here comes Karn, and leftover I have 7 mana. So with 7 here... You know what? Let's do a Stone Brain. Let's do a Stone Brain. And just name Archon. That's one way to get rid of him. That's one way to get rid of him. Archon of Cruelty. Goodbye. All right, we did get a peek at their list really quick. It did show up. Bindings are in this version. Creativity, obviously. Expressives. Archon. It's pretty typical. Nothing crazy I see in here. Nice Fable. Blah blah blah. Cool. All right. Let's do Thought Distortion over maybe 1 Relic. And let's bring 1 Stone Brain in for a... I could bring in an EE as well, yeah. I like bringing the 2 EEs in, that's not a bad idea. Leave 1 for Karn. I don't think they're gonna go to the graveyard. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep 1 Relic. We can get relics with the Karn as well if they start going to the graveyard. Nice. Keep. Turn 2 Stone Brain. Turn 3. Take your stuff. Take your stuff. Oh my gosh, Evan started streaming. All right, keep. See if we can get there. See if we can get there with what we got. Night's Whisper is not bad either. And Relic keeps the graveyard in check. That's kind of nice. Also, my opponent's got like 67 cards for some reason. They brought cards in but didn't appear to take any out. It's kind of interesting, if I may. They think I'm Mill? Yeah. Prismatic Endings. Very interesting to Prismatic Ending my relic there. Okay, I'm going to opt for a Stone Brain over Profane Tutor here with the idea that I can hit the Archon before it happens. Yeah, they might have. They might. So I might name Creativity here with the Stone Brain. I mean, that's what I've done in the past against the Creativity list. Prismari Commands gets the Stone Brain. Please. All right. Well, let's Stone Rain him. We think this is a Stone Rain. You would have fallen for that? Just believe, Last God. You just got to believe. And also, there's no other option. I just got to go. There's no other option. All right, my opponent's got a treasure token. We got the Steam Vents doing its thing. Yep. Stone Rains. We are Boom Bust now. There's a Creativity. They burn. Triome. I'm going to hit the Triome. Obviously. Triome, and then probably just apparently win the game. Wow. I think I Night's Whisper. It's tough because if I Profane Tutor and they're able to get a Teferi out, then it's really awkward. So I think I would just Night's Whisper. Draw cards. If they have a Spell Pierce, fine. And then I'm going to just Demolition the Steam Vents and Profane Tutor at that point and hopefully be good. There you go. Engineered coming too. Well, when you play a list that does really well and you have some experience in it and you previously have played this list so you have that practice, you get results. And the results are going well. We got 2 matches and then we're going to see where we're at. Like I said, I'm trying to find a balance between outside life right now and then being here and doing these. And I do want to raid Evan because we're going to be doing some co-streams potentially with him too. So we'll probably be finishing up with this Coffers list tonight. And then tomorrow will be maybe normal stream time. Maybe. Yeah. And Thursday might be my off day. I got to find an off day. I got to have an off day like Wednesdays, Thursdays, but maybe Monday, Tuesdays, day streams, Wednesday, Thursdays, night streams. No, not Thursday. Wednesday, Friday night streams. And maybe an occasional Saturday or Sunday. I'll have to talk to wife about Saturday and Sunday. We'll figure it out. Streamer has a life, yeah. Streamers working to find a job. That's what streamers trying to do. All right, 1 lander, not very good hand. We'll mulligan this one. Opponent mulligan as well. 1 lander. Again, not very good. I could keep this and hope. Mulligan. Okay, we can keep this. Let's get rid of a relic and a march. We're gonna believe in the Evoke Despair. Yeah, job search is definitely stressful. Cool. Top deck of Night's Whisper. Opponents representing red and white colors. I'll probably do Profane over Night's Whisper here. Savaya Triome. Is this another Creativity person? No, that's not Creativity. When Bitter Reunion enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sacrifice creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Ah, crap. I had a relic too. And I've thrown the relic away. Dang it. All right, Profane Tutor. Maybe I won't get completely obliterated by Atraxa here. Please be kind to me. Grief Sus. We'll let that go. Yeah, it's definitely some kind of reanimator list. Invoke Despair. Leaves our hand. Ephemerates to take Night's Whisper. Okay. Blood Crypt sideways, passes turn. Profane Tutor doing its thing. Land drop, go. Maybe I could have Field of Ruined. Kind of like letting them know that they don't, and maybe they'll Ephemerate again here. Then they'll see, and then they won't attack me. You would have fielded, then there'd be no reason for them to Ephemerate, and it would have saved... We saved ourselves 3 life. Cast Profane Tutor, and now the question becomes, do I care about that graveyard? Do I care about this active grief here? I definitely could get a relic. Could get a Night's Whisper and just draw some cards. If I were to get Karn, I could find myself potentially a bridge or something. It's probably the relic, but it's worth thinking about for a little bit. We'll do a relic. Obviously, I now have the answer to other cards here. Cool. Just checking if my opponent has anything else going on. We're going to pass turn. Leave myself the relic available. I don't need to immediately pop it off here, just in case we can get that Atraxa out of the graveyard without having to expend our relic. Stop it. It's going to be really, really hard to get this this grief, I think. I'm not going to spend the relic yet either. Just going to let them keep hitting me. We got some life points here. We're at 17. We're doing okay. Again, not spending relic just yet. All right, Night's Whisper could get us something. Let's play that. Obviously, they're leaving their reanimation target in the graveyard. Okay. This is intriguing. I'm going to pass the turn. I don't want to tap out of relic. Tapping out of relic seems like a recipe for disaster. Fetches and shocks this Godless Shrine. Is this just a Solitude? It is a Solitude. Nice. I could pop the relic right now. If I pop the relic right now, what does this gain me? I kill the graveyard here. I could then Fatal Push the grief. I slow down this. They're a bit tapped out. Yeah, I think this is maybe worth it. They could reanimate the grief. That would be a little bit stomach churning, but they'd have to have not Goryo's Vengeance, which we saw this list earlier, and it was a Goryo's Vengeance kind of list. Oh, yes. Never mind. We're good. Off we go. I have, what, 10? Let's Invoke Despair. Seems like a great one to start with. Invoke Despair, play Karn. Down tick with the Karn. I'm going to get a relic, maybe? You know what? Nah, let's just go with the whole Sundering Titan shenanigans. My opponent's got like a turn to do something here. Otherwise, I've got him dead. Leyline of Binding? Solitude. Okay, Solitude's going to get rid of the Karn. That's totally fine. We can manage this. Bye, Karn. A wave to Karn. Cool. Wave to Karn. Guess what? Karn's back. Karn never left. Let's play Sundering Titan. Hello, Karn. Karn's back. Done. All right, no black mana. Obviously, they got some white. If they were to hit the Sundering Titan here with an Ephemerate, I do lose a swamp. That's okay. Not tons I can do about that. I gain some decent life, though, so that gives me a little bit of extra time to work here. Got a couple fatal push targets, maybe, from my opponent. Wonder what I'm doing with this Karn. We'll have to see. Well, I've got 2 Karns now. I can do whatever I want with these Karns. I can do whatever I want with these Karns. What if we try this? Bam! Bridge 'em. Bridge 'em. We back to our roots. Good old prison here. When I can't go over the top of my opponent, I'll just stop them in their tracks. All right. We have the graveyard stuff with the relics. Most of the stuff that I saw reanimate last time I saw this was in a sorcery speed style. Let's take 1 march out. No, let's take a fatal push out for a stone brain. And I think that's gonna do it. Stone brain to just name some of the problem cards that we could run into. All right, keep this hand, got some removal. Got relic to control the graveyard. Seems fine. All right, opponent, what you got? Play a relic, pass turn. Probably just gonna Night's Whisper. Darn. All right, we lose relic to the prismatic ending that my opponent plays. That means I'm probably just Night's Whisper past turn, trying to find either another way to deal with this or have maybe an answer for the creatures that they do reanimate. Getting our swamps. No Urborg just yet. We didn't have an Urborg last game, though, and it worked out. Looks like my opponent missed on a land drop. We'll give them extra swamp power because we have some coffers to use. That was a bad miss probably on the land. Opponent misses a land again. Let's go ahead and hit the Savide Triome here while we have the opportunity to kind of tackle their land base since they're struggling to find lands, giving them less lands to find. Now I would say they're out of black, but they're not quite. Opponent misses a land drop again, and we are now slowly taking this game over. Just need to find a finisher if we can. We'll start playing our coffers to make sure we have enough mana when we get there. I know they have ephemerates, so they could be doing griefs and ephemerates and stuff like that. Goryo's Vengeance. I think I caught that. I should be able to hit this. Oh, Gristlebrand. Oh, that's lovely. All right, they chose Prismatic Ending, Inspiring Vantage, and Priest. So this is what they have in their hand. Can I kill this? I believe I can. I'd have to pitch a card, but I think I do that, right? This is an indestructible, right? Death Touch, Lifelink, Vigilance, good stuff. Done. Okay, so that's dead. They go to their turn. Inspiring Blade. Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh boy. Priest and Prismatic go to the yard. 2 cards they just picked up. Grief's my Blood Chief's Thirst. So now we're kind of out of options here. We just got to top deck something nasty off the top. I wouldn't call that nasty. Pass turn. Karn one. Yeah, Karn gonna end the game if I find Karn. How's it going, Thunderbird Jack? What you up to? My opponent is burning some life points here. Nahiri gets Priest back. Priest has haste. Woohoo! Gets Atraxa. We see 10 new cards. Woo-hoo. Oh boy. Oh boy. You've played something similar to their list. Plains, Ephemerate, Grief. Excuse me. So Grief and Ephemerate's what my opponent has left. They're saving that Ephemerate. All right, we get a Elemental and probably Nahiri here. We draw 1 card. Night's Whisper. We draw more cards. Fatal Push Relic. Let's play this Relic. I'm close to dying, so I'm just going to go all in on trying to find like a Damnation or something. Profane Tutor. All right, I thought they were F6. I tried it. They'll Ephemerate this and save it. So much value. So much value. It's not super consistent all the way. Made a switch to Obosh Red and Modern F&M as Prison wasn't cutting it anymore. Yeah, Prison is definitely struggle busting it. Ephemerate Season Pyromancer. Obosh was good? Good. Yeah, and you probably didn't have to change too much to get to Obosh. Losing Eidolons and Chandras, and you just probably already had Season Pyromancers, probably Bone Crusher Giants, Ragavans. Darcy's probably, stuff like that. All right, getting hit for 8 here. Looking for a Damnation. I have the Profane Tutor doing its thing. Trade a lot of EDH cards you weren't using for the Ragavans. Perfect. There you go. Get a good use out of those cards. My opponent's trying to eliminate how many cards they have in their hand. They're up to 8. Gets Nahiri here, hard casted, can play Season Pyromancer or Grief from the yard, or they can draw cards. Okay. Profane Tutor, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is not enough, but what I can do here is I can at least see if my opponent has another basic. They just have the 3 basics. Okay. And they have lethal on board. Okay, let's see if we can beat this one. We know generally what we're looking at here. A lot of graveyard shenanigans. It would be very hard for me to name something with Stone Brain. Doable, but... Ooh. Mulligan. This is better. Better, but not great. Stonebrain doesn't have the best targets, though, like we were saying. Stonebrain is just so many, like, either reanimation, they can be a solitude and griefless, they can do really whatever it is they want in most cases here. That was good. Lands are appreciated here. Gonna get this Urborg down, hopefully. Opponent's got the Bitter Reunion. Discards an Arid Mesa and draws 2 cards. Okay. Play our Swamp, pass turn. Land drop for opponents. I guess we could name that. There's Nahiri. Discard a card, then draw a card. Another Arid Mesa. Okay. I mean, I could get the Stonebrain. I mean, they have the Nahiri now. This might be just Coffers territory at this point. Let's do Coffers here. Let's play an Urborg and hit Nahiri, pitching Fatal Push. So Nahiri's gone, have Invoked Despair coming. Nothing in the graveyard that I'm super worried about. Getting the Nahiri and that looting kind of effect out of there feels good. Now I have 2 Coffers. Let's go ahead and hit them with Invoke Despair. Gonna draw 2. Relic's a great one to pick up here. We'll play a Relic, and now I have the graveyard on lockdown. Okay. They haven't, like, griefed or ephemerated me, so it kind of makes me wonder what they've got going on. Go ahead and cash in our Relic. I might just try trying to field their lands here. I mean, I don't have anything else going on, really. Another Nahiri. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna Invoke Despair, but I'm playing the Coffers to do this. Need to draw something. Woo, there we go. Karn's not bad. Can play Karn. Do I have... Shoot, do I have anything in the sideboard that can do this for me, though? A bridge is okay. Oh, the Relic is in exile. Yeah. Yeah, the other Relic. I'm like, I didn't move a Relic out, but we have a Relic in exile. Nice. Let's just activate this now and pass turn. Ooh, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I was like, man, I thought I had a Relic maybe. Oh, and by the way, the Master is here. Master's like, you must win, Fluffy. You must win. Gosh, are they going to have another one of these? Shoot, maybe I should have popped this when I had the chance. No. Okay. I don't think it's far from over here. It's far from over. Let's see what they keep. Because I have 2 Cabal Coffers. We've got some stuff to go here. Because this puts it back into the graveyard, right? Oh, let me see what they're going to grab here. All right. Chooses Bitter, Ephemerate, Marsh, Flats, and Grief. Bitter, Grief, Ephemerate, and Marsh Flats. Okay, this is what they kept. So Marsh Flats, they can now Ephemerate to keep Atraxa alive. which I believe is what they're going to do here, right? No, they griefed me. Bye, Karn. Now we're dead. Now we're going to die. Ephemerates. Traxa has all of this goodies. Wow, that's a lot of seasoned pyromancers. What do they keep out of this one? Arid Mesa, Glorious Vengeance, and Seasoned Pyromancer. I don't think it really matters at this point. They have a lot of value here. I'll get my land, pass turn. Nothing to do because I have a handful of lands. Handful of lands. Having the double Gorios was painful. If they didn't have the second Gorios there, we maybe had it. Wonder if I was supposed to pop that relic a little bit earlier there. Tough to say. Seasoned Pyromancer gets rid of Bitter Reunion, Arid Mesa to the yard, Brian Vantage. What are we looking for? Not that. Not that. Thin, 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 thin. I'm taking off black mana like it matters. Like it matters. Opponent has a swamp in hand or something. They didn't go fetch their swamp. Okay. Nahiri can get something in the graveyard, puts another Atraxa down there. Land drop, hits for 10, puts me to 7. We're looking for anything here. Well, okay. Let's start with a Night's Whisper. Draw 2. Okay. I'll take it. Damnation. There's a lot of stuff that kills me still. Gonna hold on to this Fatal Push for dear life. Maybe I didn't need the extra coffers, and I could have put the field down to have the Fatal Push be something that can hit something else. They got this card. All right, you got me, opponent. You got me. 3-1. Got one more for this evening. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. I'm liking the list though. It feels smooth. It feels polished. It's performing decently. A few mistakes by the player here. Yeah, I can push it. It just won't do anything. It's just gonna sit there like, yeah, what up? That's what that Atrax would do. But we're doing pretty okay. Let's get one more under our belts, and then we'll toss you over to Evan for the evening and have a good one there. Goblin Grande. Thanks for the follow. I was gonna say like grenade, but that's not quite right. Close. Is it biking season yet? It's been biking season for like a month and a half here. What do you mean if it's a biking season? This will time out really nicely because then I can chat to the wife a little bit after work and then hang out with Evan and go with that. You don't know. It all depends on, I guess, what section of the state you're in. It's a card. Oh, it's Muxus. I'll be very honest. I don't think I've ever said anything past the comma on Muxus's name. All right. Okay, hand. Profane Tutor, Demolition Field. If we need to take something out, a couple swamps. We look A-okay here. A-okay. Probably, I don't know. I don't know which one you would want to do first, Profane Tutor or Night's Whisper. I guess it obviously depends if they look like they're aggressive. Maybe we do Night's Whisper to try to find answers for little creatures. Well, Profane Tutor, because I might need Karn the Great Creator here. Is this Belcher? Cannon time? Feels like it might be Belcher. Which we can put Karn down on turn 4. I'm assuming it's Belcher. It could be very wrong. My opponent is skipping their turn. Oh, that's right. I get to field this. Oh, it's definitely Belcher. Oh, they're done for. Bam. Get blasted. They have no chance. We're going 4-1. We're going 4-1. Bam. Double Night's Whisper. No, I'm going to play Karn. That's what I'm going to do. Karn, go get Liquid Metal Coating. Opponent, that's not nice. It's okay, opponent. We're gonna put you in no land prison. No land prison here. Karn, Great Creator, down tick. Yes, go get a Liquid Metal Coating, wherever that is, past turn. Will they ever have another land in play? The answer, no. There's a land. It's in play. They can make a treasure. They can make all the treasures they want. Karn will be hoarding those treasures. Who's going to enjoy this 4-1? Who's going to enjoy this 4-1? I feel like it. It's going to be it, right? Stone Brains instead of probably these Fatal Pushes. Warping Whales instead of more Fatal Pushes and Blood Chief Thirst, because this is counter target sorcery. Maybe a Thought Distortion instead of Blood Chief Thirst. Engineered Explosive instead of Blood Chief Thirst. I just can't imagine I'm going to need much of this, like, removal. Your opponent is definitely not going to enjoy this. That's true. Fingers crossed, though. Belcher can go do some really crazy fast things. So, and I don't know if they're the version that can go to the graveyard. We also have to have a hand that cooperates. But I do feel like I have a chance here. Ooh. Keep Thought Distortion. That's true. It might. No, Leyline of Sanctity. Okay. Well, we got a couple fields. We're going to go after them. We're going to see what we can do. The Engineered is in here for some of those treasure tokens. If they do start putting those down, definitely want to deal with those. So, Turn Timber Seagate. Also, sometimes they do bring in a spare mountain that they might have. I know that has happened before. Profane Tutor, off you go. And they see the field. Will they be able to handle it? I wonder if I'm supposed to hold up Warping Whale or go after lands. Something tells me I should probably just go after the lands. Oh no, opponent. Oh no, they don't have another land. Oh no. Let's get rid of the green. Buy turn timber. Play a relic down past turn. Oh no. Not good for them. No good. 25 lands apparently. Oh, I can't target here. That's right. They can't find the other lands. That's rough. That is rough. I think I'm just... I mean, it's hard to say. I think I just go get a Karn, though. Let's go ahead and hit this. And then I'll have Warping Whale open. Now that I think about it, I won't be able to cast Warping Whale if I do Field of Ruin one more time. How much did I pay the opponent? Plenty. Plenty. There's that Magus of the Moon you were talking about earlier. Let's go ahead and Karn, Greatest of Creators. I think this game is locked up and done. 4-1. Oh, they didn't concede yet. Okay, we're gonna play some more. I'll get the Leveler, sure. I do need like an Urborg to be able to cast Leveler. The other option is to got the Liquid Metal Coating, turn the Leyline, and then march it away. All right. Opponent did give us the GGs. That's pretty nice of them. We are the 8-field Trellon Magic Coffers, Black Coffers list going 4-1 here and cleaning it out. Messing up a little bit against that Reanimation list, and I kind of sit there and I wonder if I would have popped Relic earlier. I think they only had 1 mana. Would we have stopped that or would we have not? It's hard to say because, I mean, they had so many Goryo's Vengeances and easily had more of the card that they needed in the graveyard. So losing that Relic there, we probably needed just a little bit more time to get it. 4-0 though, not bad. Or 4-1, not bad. Ice Up, of course, of course. And as always, for YouTube folks, this will go up to YouTube because you've now watched it for the YouTube folks. Deck list will be down below, and subscriptions are appreciated there, along with follows here on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our schedule, by the way, is changing, so get those notifications. It usually was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but as you see today, it's Tuesday, and so we're going to be adding in some more longer day streams along with our night stream kind of thing here on the channel.